Where are we going?
We're gonna go get our bicycles! Yeah! We got a notification like your package, like we didn't attempt delivery because the roads were too bad, and we were like, oh no, it's gonna never arrive. So I called FedEx and they called the driver who called me back and agreed to meet us in town. So we have to drive like 10 minutes, but we get our friends.
It's worth it. We found our bikes. They were in a U-Haul. I don't really know what that's about, but who cares? Thank you.
Thank you.
So excited. Let's see how it looks. If Syd can get into the box.
Perennial problem. Ooh, it's yellow.
Ooh, yellow.
My bike.
My bike, Dad.
It's like amazing to open a box and not know what color your bike is going to be.
Oh, no way.
Brown.
Tan.
Tan. Right? This is what happens when you can't wait to get into your bikes and you just destroy all the packaging. It's like little kids on Christmas. Oh, that's gonna be a slick looking bike. Today we are gonna build our new bike.
Party, party!
Which you guys know we've been anticipating and really excited about for a while. It's actually been a few days since we got the bikes. We had like the hardest training week of our life last week. So we were like, we can't start building these because we'll get sucked into it and we won't get all the training done. So we were very good.
We were very good. Mike gives us gold stars.
And we got through that. Like, that's the end of our pre-chili training block. Now we have a rest week, so we're gonna build up the bikes, hopefully get to take them on trails. However, we had a bit of a blizzard last night.
Okay, why do you have an industrial hairdryer?
Because the hand door is frozen shut. And we're in.
We got our stuff. So we're just replacing essentially consumables like bottom bracket, cassette, chains, but we're gonna leave like brakes and that kind of stuff from the old bikes. We have been riding prototypes of these bikes all season and love them. The production ones are now available at dealers all over the states. So if you have been waiting to get a Portal,
now
this
is your moment.
opportunity.
Jameis's demo truck is doing like a huge tour. They're doing demos all over the US this year. I'm not sure they have their full schedule out. I know you'll be able to do demos at Sea Otter and some other events, but like keep an eye on that schedule so you can try these bikes out. We love them so much.
And we will link to that schedule in the comments.
In the comments.
I'm taking all the parts off of that bike and putting them on my new bike, except this is the Hardline, the 27.5, and I will be riding the 29er Portal. So different fork, different shock, different wheels.
All right, so Macky is cutting the fork for his new bike because that is the one new piece. The rest we're pulling off. Do you want to talk about why you're so careful when you do this?
I had to bring that up, didn't we? I might have, a number of years ago, cut a fork and forgotten to include the height of the stem when I was cutting it. So my fork was about that much too short. Needless to say, it was unusable.
And when did you do this?
Might have been.
How many hours before we had to get on a plane to New Zealand?
It might have been just over a day before we had to leave.
But did you measure this time?
I measured very carefully 3 times.
3 times.
This time because
so how'd
I
you
learned
do?
my lesson. I don't know. I think I did good. I measured 3 times. Yep, we're good. All right, let's see if you can get it out.
Ew.
Good job.
We have a winner. So we aren't gonna really do a proper bike check on these today because we don't really have our final builds. We'll be running the new Shimano XTR, but we won't get that until early March. And then at that point, when we have our like race builds, we'll do, you know, like the bike check videos that you've seen from us in the past. But if you like absolutely can't wait and you want a little bit more details, you can head to Patreon and check out the Patreon version of this, which is a lot longer and more comprehensive. Is this gonna be your next bike?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I haven't put a chain on yet. That's the only thing.
Do 1,000 comments of people being like, where's your chain?
Yeah, where's your chain?
No.
Jameis Portal.
It is like 4 p.m. It has taken us pretty much since like 11 a.m. But we are half of the way done with the bike building marathon. Have you got your bearings?
Got my bearings.
He's got his bearings. All right,
Do you
guys.
got your bearings?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Why has no bearing company use that as a slogan?
Brake bleed?
Yeah, really fun.
Did it need it?
I've seen worse.
I've seen worse.
Pretty
but
bad.
yeah. But yes, it needed it. I think we got it.
Yay. The last touch. What is the last touch?
MRP SXG guide.
Yeah, that's burly.
Bash guard and chain
How
guide.
not to drop your chain.
Yeah.
Alright, bike number 1. Bike number 2. Alright, let's spin in a circle.
Go time.
And let's go to sleep. So today is the day, hopefully, that we get to ride our new bikes.
As you can see, it's all snowy. I just checked the temperature. It is 8 degrees out this morning.
The good news is that means the trails will probably be frozen, so we can ride them.
Syd and I are trying to find the delicate balance of getting out early enough that things are still frozen, but also not going out so early that it's 8 degrees. How's that for a fancy breakfast sandwich?
I like your cape, Mac. We are ready to get shreddy.
All right, let's try to get, that was good.
So we've been riding in the cold a lot. As you guys know, we did a vlog last week about riding the Plus bikes in the snow. If you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. It's definitely colder today, so got some more layers going on. Layers. Bottom layer on top, I've got like a fleece base layer. Usually I would do my bottom layer of like a much thinner, like a smart wool base layer, but this is for extreme temperatures. Next up, I've got a Pearlizumi windbreaker. And then on top of all that, I have the Pearlizumi WXB raincoat. Also has a fully waterproof hood that is designed to go over helmet, so it looks super ridiculous if you wear it without the helmet. Which Macky does all the time. He wears this, he's like working on the van and wearing his hood like this, and I'm like, oh, I married you. On the bottom, very bottom, I've got snow boots on because, as you know if you watch the other vlog, we learned the hard way that clipless pedals and icy, snowy situations are just like bad. So we gave up, we put flats on, and we've been riding snow boots because our normal flat riding shoes are not
Winter
really
shoes.
warm enough and not waterproof. And I'm also gonna throw in a pair of these.
Stick on toe warmers.
Yeah. Winter riding essential. We will put a link to these and like some of the other clothing items I talked to in the description. Fleece lined leg warmers and a chamois. And over top of the chamois, the WXB waterproof, pearl waterproof shorts.
We've talked
So,
about these a
yeah,
lot
because we're obsessed.
because we love them.
We've had them all year and we like didn't use them. We were like, man, we'll just get wet. And then we're like, oh, this is for winter. I'm going double. I'm starting with a buff. And this I kind of just use to like patch up any leaks. Balaclava, which you will remember from the past episode, as it had a really important role.
If you guys haven't seen this sequence from the last video, you have to go watch it.
The only complaint about balaclavas is like hair. When you have hair.
Not a problem for me.
Yeah, no, not a problem for you. They're kind of hard to get on. Even on like really cold days, I've not needed anything more than this. I know my dad will be very, very upset that I'm not wearing liners. Or not wearing
or outer layers.
Proof outer layer, but I really like these gloves because you can still operate your bike. Like, I don't feel like I'm wearing winter gloves. Anyway, yeah, that's the outfit for today. Stop laughing at me.
That was really good. It's especially good because those WXB shorts have like 4 reflectors on the back. Okay, my seat is too high. All right, that was a good one. Back to the house where it's warm.
This is why we do these tester heights, because you don't want to find out all these little things like seat is at the wrong angle when you're actually like trying to go out on a ride with friends or go train or whatever. So yeah, just gonna get this out of the way today.
Shall we try that again?
Let's try it again.
All right.
Take 2.
Take 2. Yeah. Ice flows.
Literally like I was about to try that and then I looked up here and I was like, oh, freaking way. So these are probably some of the sketchiest winter riding conditions I've ever ridden in. It's like snow, but not that much snow. And then you get to something that must have been a puddle because it rained a lot before it snowed. And then it's just like a foot of like completely solid ice, which is fine if you're like somewhere where you have some momentum and don't need to use your brakes. But there were a few that were like in the middle of hills. You give up?
Flat pedals got me. I like went to push hard and tried to pull up.
It's a little hard to tell how the bike feels because the suspension is really cold and we're a little focused on all this ice. But honestly, I think it feels really good. I think it's gonna be a really easy transition. I've been riding the Portal as a plus, so 27.5 plus. So going from that to the Hardline is a really similar feel, only like this bike is even more like burly, like a little cushier, lots of suspension.
Apparently had not tightened my right brake lever like at all. This has got to be one of the coolest ice formations I've ever seen in my life. So I was just saying to Syd that this Moda that is on this bike, which it just happened to be the tire that was on the wheel that we put on this bike, is really, really good in these snowy conditions. And I think it's just that it bites so deep that you actually get traction. So
when there's traction,
when there is traction to be had, when there's no ice underneath it, it's actually really good. We must ford the river! Oh no! Are you okay? Get out of the water! Get out of the water!
That was really predictable.
We had a bit of a mishap.
What happened is the front part broke with my front wheel, which then like shifted my weight, so then my whole rear wheel just went like whoonk.
Oh no! And then you fell over, and then
I landed in the river.
the ice went crunch. Is your hand ridiculously wet?
Yes.
I think this would be a sign that it's time for us to go home.
It is. But I don't know if you could tell in the camera, but the other side, there's like a foot between the water and the ice. It's like a weird knife shelf thing. That was fun.
That was really fun. What do you think?
Oh, I had a really good time. The one time where actually there wasn't so much ice that we could actually get going fast, it felt really good. And I think I've missed riding big bikes.
Yeah, big bikes. I agree with Sid. It is about time for us to go somewhere and ride some fast downhills. Yep. Hey, I got an idea, Sid.
What?
Let's go to Chile.
Yeah, let's do it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't, because apparently half the people who watch our videos haven't subscribed yet, and that's crazy. Anyway, subscribe. We will be back next week with a video all about going to Chile, so don't miss it. Thank you guys for watching, and we love you guys.